What is up, everyone? I'm back again here with the video, and as I said in my last one, surrounding the Loki episodes, this, as you see from the title, is not a reaction to episode 4, but a review of it, because sadly I could not get the time to do episode 4 reaction, because, I've been dealing with a lot lately. I've been having to do a lot of different stuff. My schedule's been tight, and also, sorry if I sound a little bit stuffed up. Having a cold again, it just doesn't want to go away. But um, I hope you guys still understand, and hope you still enjoyed this. I'm gonna be talking in this video a little bit about the episode quickly and what happened and what I think of it. But there will be hopefully somewhat of a reaction to episode 5, definitely, and of course episode 6 too. That one will probably be coming sometime early to mid next week, of course. But I will be filming that. I will have time that this week you will be getting the reactions to episode 5. I can't miss those because the episode 5 leading into the finale of the season finale, and also the finale itself. Can't miss those things because there's plenty of stuff that's probably gonna be happening and things that are gonna be set up for the future. So I'm gonna go probably do that. So hopefully you can get that out as soon as possible. I'll be filming the first part of episode 5 reaction later tonight. So you'll be getting that drop during the week. So. But now for episode 4, this episode was very interesting. It definitely was. Um, this was something like a lot of things really happened. Surrounding Ravonna, surrounding Miss Minutes, Victor Timely, and even Sylvie to an extent. It felt kind of a lot of things were really being brought up even more, and also things were getting a little bit heated, a little bit more closer and personal with a few things. People not trusting it as much. Sylvie, of course, being a little bit, she has to be there and has to like with all this, but it's not really going forward in a good way. Um, she's worried that her life, that she now new life that she wants, is gonna be jeopardized. But Loki somewhat tries and makes her kind of understand and try to make her calm down and really kind of like settle and understand the whole situation. He's trying that throughout the whole episode and really trying to help her realize the bigger picture here and how everything is going down and how everything has happened. Because they need Victor Timely, of course, to help them out. They meet He meets Ouroboros, and you see that he and Obi have been inspired by each other to write and make everything, all the adventures and all that stuff. So they're really kind of family of each other. That's kind of funny, and everybody wants each other's signatures, between those two. So it was a really fun, interesting scene. But they start working on the on the on the loom and everything surrounding it, and the plan of how they're gonna do everything. Um, in the meantime, Docs and Brad and all that team, because they get locked up, of course. But then Ravonna and Miss Minutes, as the third episode ended off, is that Miss Minutes were at the place where He Who Remains died, where he got killed, where he lived, but also where he got killed by Sylvie. You see him like laying in his, sitting down in his chair, of course. But they are there so Miss Minutes shows her that she's been there before. That Ravonna has been there before. That she's worked with him before, and she was the one who helped him really get into the war and really bring up everything in different ways. So that was very interesting. That really I feel got her even more and made her see that she possibly could do even more, like outside of what she already knew. They decide that they gotta go against Victor Timely now instead. They're not gonna work with him, but like make him work for them instead. That they don't really need him in that like they don't need the hero remains. They don't need him in that sense anymore. Um, but they kind of like turn on him in a way because when they catch up with him later on, as when they get to the TVA and they catch up with him and try to capture him, um, trying to like um making up with them, you can see that they're not really the same kind of going the same kind of nice way towards him as they did in the previous episode. But um, in a way, they managed to shut off Miss Minutes. They managed to shut her down, like turn her off. So I don't know if you could call that being, dead or anything, but she was shut down. They hacked in, like shut her down. And then the last thing she says to Victor Timely is, "You will never be him," and that pretty much alone, you will never be he or remain. You'll never be as good and cunning and like as she feels he was in a way. So that's very interesting. She was trying to get that affection back with him, and she was trying to get maybe trying to see if he can be remains once more, because she has this kind of plan or like will to be real, to have a body, to have some more control and be him. And she thought maybe Victor Timely could be the one to really do it, but now she felt like that doesn't work, and yeah, it led to her being shut down. Alright, guys. What happens to Ravonna is that she gets pruned by Brad, but he was like being controlled by Loki or Sylvie. Either way, I think one of them, right? So she was pruned, and we don't know right now where she ended up. It's unknown right now where she ended up of that, but maybe where she ends up. But like I don't know, we'll see what happens with her if if they show anything in the last two. But other than that, they try to go and set everything up, and you see things kind of come full circle. If you remember from the first episode or the second episode, when Loki was running away from everything, and going back, slipping back into time. When he got back to one certain point, you see when he was going back, and the first time when Mobius was going out to do and trying to do that, when they were trying to make Loki stop, time slipping. That's when you see him, that Loki. You see that this comes back to this present. Like both of them are in the same place, and you see that it was actual present time Loki who was pruned Loki at that point. Loki in the future pruned him at that point in the future pruned him. He was the one who did that. Just when he saw Sylvie in the elevator, and then they asked, see that it's Ouroboros, and it's a little almost like what can it be, but it just turns out to be Ouroboros, be like and Casey and all that. So they say that there's not much time left, and they have to get Timely here to really can do this. So, but in the meantime, before that, all that happened, Ravonna and Miss Minutes, they recruited Brad on their side, but by also going into that prison cell thing, and declaring that those other ones were, if they didn't wanna like join them, they will die. And yeah, as she said, they killed them in a really scary, like kind of dark way. You know, they use the same thing that Loki used to torture Brad a little bit, get the information out of Brad with. You don't see them or anything, but it's implied that it's pretty gnarly. Because B-15 walks in later on, and she sees them all. Probably you can see her face, like she probably sees them all dead somehow, crushed there. So that's a very very dark scene, and I've seen that some people said that the last week or so that that was one of the darkest more darkest scenes in this show. So that was pretty pretty intense. But in the end, we see that um, the Timely is the one who takes up the chance to go and like do good and go out there to the loom and trying to get it all done. But sadly and shockingly, just about as he goes out there, he gets evaporated. He gets like turns into strings pretty much. That happens a lot in MCU, doesn't it? He just gets yeah, he pretty much dies. Tempora or whatever it was way too strong, and it didn't work, and the episode kind of ends in that sense with just the whole thing just lining up and just coming to them and everything, and it just goes black. Uh, very very just serious things are definitely happening now, and there's things are definitely being set up big time now, even more for Kang Dynasty and and all that with the multiverse just now going absolutely crazy. Um, so it's gonna be very interesting to see what happens next in the last two episodes, and see kind of what how they will deal with this, and what happens to them and how they will be displaced and everything. Um, but this was a very intense and very interesting episode indeed. It was had a lot of hints in a sense towards the future too, uh, in many different ways. But it was very good. It was definitely very very good, and I can't wait to watch the next one. I enjoyed it. Had as you can, I did have plenty of reactionary moments to it. Especially Timeless Death. That was really crazy. But yeah, I feel kind of bad for him. You know, he wasn't a bad guy. Just wanted to invent. Just wanted to do what he thought was good. What he couldn't do, but um, yeah, it seems like that happened, and it's crazy. Really, it really is. But what can you do? That's pretty much that whole situation. Really. Episode 4, a big step once more, really good. Now just 2 left. For many of you episode 5, so maybe just 1 left, but we're almost there at the end, and this week we'll have the final episode, and it feels kind of bittersweet as well, because these last few weeks have been really fun with this show, and but I hope it ends in a really really good way, and it sets something up, because it's definitely feels like it could do that, and it could really bring something good. Now with the strike still going on, still not looking to be ending too soon yet. There's still one more thing with the AI stuff that they have to figure out to get a good deal with. But at least that's somewhat of a positive, because at least it's just one thing and not multiple things. So at least it's just that. So hopefully before the end of the year, this will all be settled, and everybody can come back and work on the movies and shows early next year again. So we can get Deadpool 3 in good time, and everything else as well, and everybody can feel like they're being given fair compensation and all that. So, but yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy this. If you did, leave a like down below, and also subscribe if you're not done that already, and also ring the notification bell to get notified next time a video like this comes up, a reaction, review, an unboxing, all that kind of stuff. Tomorrow you will be seeing possibly just initial thoughts after I've gone and watched the Marvels. That video is coming up tomorrow. There's a wonderful trailer out tonight. Maybe I'll do a reaction to that trailer. We'll see, maybe. But otherwise, you will be seeing soon enough the first part of the Loki episode 5 episode, the first part of that reaction coming up either sometime tonight or sometime possibly early tomorrow or somewhere during tomorrow. And then we'll get the next parts in the next two days as well. So yeah, that's gonna do it. Other than that, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.